one of the things that we put in place for Dayspring is what we call our Isaiah 40 curve. And so where we benchmark salaries, but then we boost salaries on the low end and we reduce salaries on the high end. And where that comes out of is, that passage that John the Baptist refers to when Jesus, when John the Baptist is announcing the kingdom of God, right? He says, he cites the prophet Isaiah and saying, every valley will be lifted up and every hill be brought low. And the interesting thing is that he follows that with very, very clear economic implications. If you have two coats, give it to somebody who has none. Soldiers, be content with your pay, right? So these are very economic things. And our sense is that if you look at the way that pay is distributed, generally, it's not always in the most just kind of way, just the free operation of the market. And so we try to implement a very modest way of where we agree mutually that this way of structuring salary provides for a more healthy community as a company. That does mean that some of our folks, especially engineers that have 15, 20 years of experience, could work somewhere else and get significantly more. I think part of what counts maybe for the longevity of their tenure with Dayspring is a lot of them are actually making a trade-off and saying, well, we actually don't want the life that comes with the high salary. We want to be able to practice Sabbath. We want to be able to nurture life in community. And the other thing is, I think, the quality of maybe relationships within Dayspring that they've found and that they enjoy. We live in a milieu that's 24/7, always on, faster is better. And we think that there are ways in which God has gifted us made us and gifted us to have rest and Sabbath rest. It's one of the 10 commandments to Sabbath. And so one of the ways that has taken shape in Dayspring is an expectation that Sabbath is a normal thing, that staff aren't reachable on weekends and in the evenings, and that rest is normal. And part of the way that we work towards that is essentially scheduling in a way that's sane, not overpromising, declining work if it doesn't fit the schedule. And I think that's in contrast, to just always pursuing more work, more revenue.